This fight is brought to you by AdReach, meaningful advertising. And these punches should be extremely meaningful. First of all, though, a kick from Alain in the black trunks, Hassan in the pale blue. And if there is a violent takedown in this one, the whole stadium could rock. Oh my word! A spinning kick that knocked Hassan straight down, and in comes the referee. Kenichi Serizawa didn't want to see any more of that, and I do not blame him. And look at Alain marching around the cage as if he owns it. This one was over so quickly that Jason Chambers didn't even get a word in.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, Steve. Just making some notes, and I looked up there and caught that spinning back kick. That was just incredible. I mean, that shows you the pedigree of a very high-level striker. It's so tremendously difficult to keep your balance and to have the whereabouts about landing those kicks, especially when you're 245 pounds of pure muscle.
Oh, look at those biceps.
I'm sure we're going to be able to see that kick again here in a second. That was just absolutely on the money, and it rocked Hassan a little bit and put him off balance. You see here, Hassan set up a couple of punches, and then Alain just raised it right on the temple with that toe.
Seemed to get him around the temple, didn't it? Perhaps
let's take a look at this from the other side.
So rare that these are executed well enough, but yeah, high on the head, that one.
Perfect foot to the temple, and there's a few buttons, and that just put Hassan enough on Crazy Street to get a little rocked.
A disorienting shot. It seems to have landed high, but they're tending to Hassan's to his nose as he sits on the stool.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenichi Serizawa calls a halt to this bout at 31 seconds of the very first round for your winner. Via referee stoppage due to strikes from the red corner, the Black Panther, Alain Ngalani!
Well, we welcome our viewers on Star Sports and those of you watching right around the world. And who among you wants to see more of this man? Precious little we saw of him tonight, but don't worry, we'll get another chance.
Ready?
And that's
Ready?
Alain Ngalani.
Fight!
This fight brought to you by Barocca. Every day is a big day. Start it right with Barocca. Don't blink.
Subora coming right at Ngalani. You can see it.
Oh, wow. I
Ngalani.
flinched down here.
You can just see him trying to set up that big left kick. He's like pulling it all the way back from Hong Kong. Ooh, that was a nice body shot right there. That hurt
Legs
him.
are so huge that he's getting really hit. In come the punches, and Subora's in trouble. Those legs are just so strong and powerful.
You got to be careful once you feel that your opponent weaken a little bit, and he's starting to exert a lot of energy right there. He's got to be careful he doesn't gas himself out, but he's going right back to the body again.
Left hooks to the body. Oh, big punches to the face.
Oh, that was a
big
big right hand.
Huge right hand. Ngalani's on top of him. A little bit untidy with the ground and pound. Can he get the space to work hard? The hammer blows come down. That's 4, 5. The left hand. Subora trying to block them, but he's having precious little success with it. Subora is grazed and possibly cut on the head. Olivier Coste is ready to pounce. It's finished. In a minute and 10 seconds, he turns around and salutes the crowd again. Alain Ngalani by victory in the first round.
Those were some heavy bombs he was dropping on Subora right there. And it was just a moment. And you can just see the punches coming down and his head bouncing back up off the canvas like he was dribbling a basketball. Here you can see that vicious left body kick that hurt Subora.
You saw him grimace, yeah.
And you can see him just fading a little bit. And Ngalani jumps all over him with that big right hand, drops him right there. And then you can just see him dribbling the head off the canvas with big right hands.
Olivier Coste putting his life on the line there. I mean, heavy was the word. Everything about every kick and punch that was thrown was just heavy.
Man, you can just see the welts on the side of Subora's body from that big left body kick with Ngalani. Must be like swinging a tree at you.
I'm glad to say that Subora is up on his feet and will get over to Olivier Coste for Anthony's official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a halt to this battle at 1:09 of round number 1 for your winner via referee stoppage due to strikes, Alain the Panther Ngalani!
Sellout crowd in Jakarta.
Ready, go!
And the size of Sakina's head, it's got its own gravitational pull. Sharpens up Ngalani, looking for a takedown, trying to put hands. Oh, Ngalani catches it! No way! It's over in a matter of seconds! And Sakina is out cold! Open the fridge! He's out cold! Sakina rushes Ngalani, and you can just see Ngalani waiting, timing, pinpointing the knockout blow, and ends the night of Sakina. Look at this, beautifully timed, measured with the left hand, delivered with the right. Mitch, it was a combination of timing, precision, and Sakina's own forward-coming momentum that dropped himself into that right hand. He basically just ran right into that giant right hand of Alain Ngalani. Ran into a car battery.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Yuji Shimada has put a stop to this contest after 11 seconds in the first round for your winner by way of knockout, Alain Ngalani!
Ngalani was spot on yesterday. He said that Sakina focuses too much on the takedown and that would leave his big chin exposed, and indeed, that was the case.
Ready? Go!
Two knockout specialists. Who will emerge victorious? Look at that from the big man. Spinning a heel kick early from Ngalani. And a jumping roundhouse kick, taekwondo style, from the Panther.
You can see Ngalani is not scared of throwing some flash because he's not scared of the takedown. He doesn't believe the Mongolian's going to try to shoot for the takedown. Oh, but he got caught!
Oh, left hand there from Arian Bold.
Those punches, he's got punching power.
Overhook on the left arm from Ngalani. Arian Bold maybe looking for a takedown here. He's a combat sambo champion, the Mongolian. An explosive start to this one, this light heavyweight contest.
You can see the Mongolian's got double underhooks when he has both arms underneath the arms of Ngalani. This is going to be easier for him to take down. Ngalani's got to try to get one arm inside on Arian Bold's arms. He can't let him do this because Arian Bold's going to have complete control of his body from this position.
And the drop weight down here, and effective takedown is the Mongolian. Ngalani defending at the moment. Second attempt now from Arian Bold through a chair.
Good hips displayed there by Ngalani, trying to keep his base, trying to maintain. He can stay on top, but he's got to start swimming. He could use maybe some shoulder shrugs to just create a little bit of space. That left arm of Arian Bold seems real tight, but I think there's a hole on the other side, and maybe Ngalani can get his arm in and maybe get back to a 50-50 clinch position.
Still clinched up against the cage, knees to the waist and the ribs off the right leg from Turachir. First time appearing in the One Championship cage for Turachir. Ngalani, a real favourite amongst One Championship fans, has competed all over the world and produced some of the greatest knockouts we've ever seen. Good knees switching up off the left leg there. Turachir then back to the right, now corking up the thighs. That's one way to slow down the kicking arsenal of Ngalani, is to cork the thighs.
You can see Ngalani is actually getting a little bit more hip range of motion and driving his into the thigh of Arian Bold, whose knees and whose legs are already starting to redden up.
And Cheng breaks both men. Switching stances, Ngalani between southpaw and orthodox. He's in southpaw at the moment. There's that wicked left roundhouse. Then he goes down the inside leg.
Watching the kicks of Ngalani and the punches of Arian Bold. Caught him flush with that left hook.
Turachir backs him against the cage again. Ngalani turns around the Mongolian, a show of strength, and Turachir turns him back. A real joust here in the opening round, Mitch.
This is going to drain on Ngalani. He's got to try to get those arms in. You can see that as soon as Aaron Bolt had the 50-50 position where one arm was under, one arm was over, he immediately swam in and got both hands under. Ngalani's got to try to get control on that other side so he can maybe spin him off and turn him around.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this opening stanza. Nice little palm heel strike off the right hand there from Turachir. Technique you don't see very much in global rule set, but one that should be used more, I feel. The good old-fashioned palm heel strike. Little knee to the inside thigh there from Ngalani.
Also maybe some foot stomps here. You know, slow down the kicking. If you can soften up some of those bones on Ngalani's foot, maybe Ngalani's not going to want to throw those kicks as well.
Kim Cheng breaks both men. We're back to striking distance. Will Ngalani try and throw those head kicks?
See, Ngalani's taking some big, deep breaths. I wonder if that clinch is part of the game plan of Aaron Bolt to fatigue Ngalani. So if we get into the later rounds, he's going to be slower. Apparently not below that spinning side kick, though.
Jab from Ngalani. Southpaw stance for the Cameroonian. Drifts off to his right, away from the power side of the Mongolian. Both men sweating heavily. It's been hot and humid in Bangkok. Oh, the high kick! Turachir rode it, and backs Ngalani against the cage again.
Turachir just walked right through that because Ngalani did land that head kick there, but he goes right back into the clinch. He's just kind of wearing on him in this position. He's not really attempted a lot of takedowns, just kind of moving him around. It's really a battle of attrition that's happening right here up against the cage.
This is the game plan of Turachir. Keep pressed close to the body of Ngalani. Work the knees. Ngalani wants that distance. He loves those spinning kicks. Loves to throw the heel to the temple.
Looks like one of those knees caught Ngalani a little bit low.
Hope you're enjoying all the action, folks, wherever you're watching live on Twitter, live on Facebook. Big hello to Randy Ramos in Bologna, Italy. Look at the illegal knee here from Alain Ngalani that has given recovery time to Alain Ngalani. 5 minutes allowed for Ngalani to recover and take medical examination. If Ngalani is unable to continue, an official decision will be given. It looks like Ngalani's okay to go on here in the final second of this opening round. It's been a very interesting back and forth battle between the clinching of Alain Turachir and those wicked kicks of Alain Ngalani.
I like the strategy of Aaron Bolt. He's really trying to hang on Ngalani up against the cage to just sort of drain the energy to maybe take advantage of something in the later round. He looks a little fresh, he looks relaxed. Let's take a look at some of the past action from this round. Here's the aggressive striking of both these guys. Barely grazed. That's the power of Aaron Bolt. He barely caught Ngalani on the chin and he rattled it. But look at that. He took a head kick, walked right through it, got the clinch up against the cage, and really we're seeing an intricate battle going up against the cage and the clinch. Aaron Bolt's hanging on him, trying to drain him. You can see Ngalani taking some big, deep breaths, but conditioning is going to come into the game right now as we approach the second round. When you get up off that stool, how much juice you got left in the tank?
A big hello in Mexico to Octavio Acosta. In France, the legendary kickboxing world champion Kadir Marouf is watching us live. Ariel Mercado Gomez in the United Arab Emirates and Hisham Hanoun in Morocco. We're ready to roll. Second round of 3.